Put the heavy breathing on Jesus.
I just ran.
Yeah, there you go.
I just
There you
ran
go.
like 3 blocks.
He did not run 2 blocks.
I did.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're gonna start it.
Yes. While the intro music is going. No,
This
mute
to
us.
me was more of
I
a,
can't. Oh,
hey man, we're fucking normal people like you guys are.
This is Big B telling you to listen to Top's Daily Grind.
It doesn't matter what skill set you have, what experience level you have. You can be fucking Delta Force SWAT team operator 6, SAS guy. That's
Actually, in
Yes.
Colombia, they call me Rambita.
I'm your host, Aaron. I got a couple jokers with me here today.
I'm not fucked up. I'm drunk. And then when I'm done with that, I put Vaseline actually around the edges. Just ordered somebody.
oh, welcome everybody to our live episode for April. Oh, I have to turn this down, huh?
Yeah, put your down a little bit.
I'm not used to this.
You're
I
not
just
used-
ran a lot.
You're not used to running the thing?
Or running. Period.
You run the thing every week.
No, but I can lower the volume whenever I want because in post I fix it. There's no post.
Oh.
There's no post on this one.
No post on this one. Hey Chad, you're doing great by the way.
We have a new engineer.
A new engineer. Can we call him that?
Producer.
No, just engineer. But anyway,
The suspense of waiting is strong.
You wouldn't call that a producer?
And we have
No.
Justin,
Why?
straight edge.
she's just
What's
pushing
up,
2
guys?
buttons.
I know, but he's producing the show right now.
No, we are.
No, he's the engineer.
He's
the
just
engineer,
the-
like
He's the button dude.
We're starring in the show. He's producing.
No,
that's
we're
a
starring.
producer.
We're starring and producing.
He's a producer right now.
No, you're thinking director.
No? No,
We're
because he's
the
not telling
producer.
us what to do.
He's the producer because he's the one that put it together. We're the directors because we're kind of directing him. Hey, 2.
All right.
One-
For those of you
one.
who are live already watching,
There we go.
is
You're gonna get fired,
is
Chad.
Chad the producer right now, or what is if in
he's the engineer.
He's the one
He's
poking
the,
the button.
he's
The engineer, like
Engineer.
he changes the cameras.
Yeah.
Kind of like the.
Fuck you, Craig.
Oh, shit.
Not that button, Chad.
Mhm.
Not that one,
He's all
Chad.
Yeah,
looking
Jesus.
around.
Chad, what the heck?
Didn't know what he did.
Jesus definitely did that on purpose.
No, I didn't. Watch. Push
Jesus
the
been doing
one.
that on
Push the one.
purpose.
Fuck you, Craig.
See?
Oh, shit. That was Chad.
That was Chad.
It definitely wasn't Chad.
Chad's over here.
I beg to differ.
Oh,
I
that-
sounded Western, didn't I?
That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna
You're
share
still
this
tired.
on.
Yeah, I'm still tired.
All you did was walk up the stairs, Jesus.
No, I ran to
You're
get
like-
the memory card.
John, you're like John right now.
No, I'm not. Oh, thank you, man.
What is this?
The like the beer you like.
Oh shit. Okay. Thank you.
Anybody joining us? Hey, welcome,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah,
Whoever
Got
joining
like
us.
a real one.
Jason said
them
that
on-
Chad gets employee of the month for hitting that button. Congratulations.
Good job. Hit it again.
Fuck you, Craig.
There we
No,
go.
no, no. I'll take one of the
Good job.
ultras.
Good job there, Chad.
Here, give me that one.
He's doing.
He's good at this. Anyways, who's our sponsor for this episode?
Tops Knives.
Nice.
Tops Knives is our sponsor. I had a big spiel, but I'm still recovering.
Oh, and then since we're already doing a video, but we could probably talk about it here. What we're
Yes.
getting into.
Well, before we get
Go ahead.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Jesus can't talk right now because he's still fucking tired.
NFTs.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Yeah. So if you guys haven't noticed yet, because we still have, there's a video that we made that's gonna go out there, but we have NFTs now. So go to OpenSea.io, check them out. Just search for Tops Knives.
Breathe, Jesus.
No, breathe in. Count to 4. Jesus,
Yeah.
breathe in. Count to 4.
Hold it.
2, 3.
Count to 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Then breathe out for 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now do that 2 more times and you'll be fine.
What if I pass out?
No, that's called
Yeah, yeah.
tactical breathing.
that's fine.
Okay, go put the camera on him while I.
Practice.
Yeah.
this.
So Jesus is doing great today.
Meditating over there.
Yeah.
What are you
What?
doing?
I said you're doing great today.
Oh, okay.
How many people do we have?
Yes, we have people on.
We have questions.
It's just I'm sure not questions yet.
and
I'm
whatnot.
sharing this on the social media pages.
So our topic of the day is NFTs.
No, our
No.
topic of the day is we're gonna answer people's questions.
it's just
that they
that- just-
submitted. I just wanted to get it out there. that
NFTs was
we
just
have
the thing that
NFTs.
we. threw
And
out.
if you have questions about those, then shoot them up on the thing, and we'll answer what we can.
Jesus will answer what.
No, we'll answer. What we can.
He's the one that-
I have questions about NFTs.
Go ahead, shoot.
So
Let's get
there's
it.
a lot of money. There's a lot of money going into NFTs. Is there a lot of money being
Lost?
no? Well, I mean, yeah, I think that's. I'm sure that's, but it's not really lost, right? It depends on if that NFT is never worth anything.
Yeah, it all depends on the project. I think there's a lot of projects out there that don't have real value behind them. Like they don't have a good team behind it, or they don't have a reason for existing.
Se puso celoso.
John, why
So-
are you still up here?
He's drinking beer and just
Chad, yeah, why don't you? Chad's got this. Why don't you go back to work?
Chad, let us know, what do you think about NFTs?
I don't know anything about NFTs.
That's okay.
That
neither does
is the
John.
most words I've ever heard Chad say.
That's the most he's talked to me, and it's only because he's getting paid right now. But we like Chad.
It's like, but I saw him at Winko the other day, and like I said hi, and he just walked by. I was like, okay.
I bet he said hi. You probably just didn't hear it.
No, I didn't. I don't go to Winko.
Anyway, so
Give it to me.
so these NFTs.
Where was I?
So, is there any rhyme or reason to like which ones are successful and which ones aren't?
Yeah, there's so usually
No, actually, Carlos needed Chad.
I know. But I'm just looking.
We were
I'm just looking
we were
at
just
John.
milking this. As
He just
much
looks
as we could.
He looks so upset.
He's not upset, but he just don't. He's lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know whether like to sit down, to move, to run, to cry.
to
know what to
actually go
do.
back downstairs and do something.
No, but
That's clearly not going to
thank
happen.
you.
thank you,
for
Chad. You were
doing
excellent.
a fabulous job.
In your debut as the engineer,
No,
you did
that
a
was
great
Thank you
job.
for your
Way better than
your.
You kicked the line.
He's already kicked the
See,
line.
God, you know what? Come back. Fuck this. Thanks, Chad.
It's like, thank you for your insights on NFTs, Chad.
I'm number 2. Yeah, that was great insights. Oh, so anyway, one of the things that makes us an NFT collection successful or whatever is the community behind it. So usually you get you have a team that they basically have a roadmap, and they have a plan. They have everything set up to what the NFT is going to do. So a lot of the time they start including utility behind the NFT, so that not only are you getting the image, you're also getting something that goes along with it, whether it be invite to parties, that can be your ticket to social events, or by owning it, you get a certain amount of like coins or royalties or some benefit afterwards. And there's a lot that do successful and that don't have any of that, but it's just
good artwork. Or,
it's good artwork, or there's, like I said, there's a community behind, so you feel like you're part of something. So that's kind of what we want to do with ours is there's a community behind it. So it's us. Like you're basically investing in us. And so what our plan is to eventually make it so that they do have utility. So if you've owned one right now, it probably doesn't, but if you own one later down the road, our plan is to include some utility to it so that you don't just own it for no reason. But right now, you'd just be buying an image. But
you would be the
it's
only one to
yours.
have those, right?
Yeah. So we have a few on there. There's one that's unique. There's just one. There's a few that have 5, and so we're gonna make some more, and we'll decide based on your feedback, based on how you guys respond to it. We'll decide whether to do special runs, but like certain
I
editions. and
suggest
stuff like
that they go and check them out, just because it's usually the first ones that are more valuable
later down
later
the road.
down the road. But people right now, they're like, oh, it's the first ones. Yeah, they're the first ones now. But then in a
But
year
then
from
Leo
now,
gonna come up with something crazy
Yeah.
like, "Hey, 2
Mhm.
years ago,
they're like,
know,
dang, I
we
should have bought
released
one.
this.
Yeah,
whoever has that get the first custom."
Yeah,
one
for
they
example, we have we only did 100 of them, but it's just the Tops logo. The only reason we did it is just because it's the first. We just wanted something out there, and there's only going to be ever 100 made. So I mean, like if Leo decides, hey, whoever owns the logo, you're gonna get like a good discount, or you're gonna get access to an exclusive custom knife that only the people that have that logo can participate in, or whatever he decides to
do.
do.
Have first dibs or something.
Yeah, first dibs. Plus, it's the first ones. Like I said, it's like you're getting into it, like, floor level or whatever the saying is. But it's cool. Plus, you're supporting a
ground
company
floor.
you guys like.
Jason said.
Hopefully,
So what happens if the servers the NFT are on get fried by an EMP?
So
no, they're always
so
as you recover.
that's a fair question, but
Mhm.
typically most servers these days aren't located in just one location.
no,
They're in several locations.
Yeah, and the beauty of NFTs is not, it's like everybody has it. Like we are the server. Everybody's the server. So once it's on a blockchain, like the blockchain, everybody has the same information. So if everything goes down, like once everything gets back up and running. As long as one computer somewhere in the world still has that information, it's all recoverable. So, like in that situation, the money in your bank is gone. Like,
Yeah, if there's an EMP,
yeah,
there will
the
be a
least of your worries
disaster.
is going to be your NFT.
Yeah, you're gonna be worried about your NFT for a couple hours, and then you're almost immediately gonna be worried about safety and food
yeah.
and shelter, and
No, I'm gonna wonder what happens to my NFT.
No, I mean,
yeah, you will
The
for like
world-
an hour or
The
two.
world's going to shit, and you're like, well, I wonder what happened to my.
where's
I
my
just
logo?
want that fucking logo back.
Yeah. Right now, the barrier to entry, I suppose, is just some time. Like, take some
And learning.
time and learn how to buy one. Like, because we could show you, but if you go through the process, it's not hard. It's just a lot of steps. You go through it, you learn it once, and then you're good. Then you can participate in other stuff that other companies do that you're gonna enjoy, besides ours. So if you're on the fence about whether getting one or not, get one. I mean, the worst that can happen is you spend like $9-10 or $30 or depending on the price. We're gonna try to keep ours reasonably priced, but at the same time, keep in mind that like a lot of work goes into these too, and they're they're somewhat unique because
aside
we're
from
not
the-
making a shitload of them, and we're not selling them at stupid crazy prices either.
Well, and aside from the just the artwork part of it, once you add utility to it, then there's a value there as well.
Mhm.
It just automatically ups the value from it being just an image into now there's like a reason to own it.
Yeah, and like I said,
We just got the new catalogs.
oh,
That's what that means.
I thought she was flipping me off for a second.
Probably. She probably was doing that too.
We're live, by the way.
Yeah.
No, so
Yeah.
I mean, I'll ask this question because Jason also asked it again. He's the one that asked it. Are there any upcoming knife collaborations you guys can talk about? I'm interested in that stuff if it's real.
Not yet.
I don't know which one he's referring to.
Just any knife collaboration.
Just if we have any knife collaborations coming up that we can talk about.
No.
We just have the one.
Not that we can talk
The
about.
prototype.
Yeah, not that we can talk about is the answer, the official answer.
Yeah, not that we can bring up just
The
yet.
one that you might be talking about, I don't think we can even talk about once it's out.
We took it to Blade.
It's like Fight Club.
Oh, we're talking about something else. I'm talking about something else then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the one we took over to Shot Show and to Blade. No, we didn't take it to Blade, Texas.
Do you know sign language?
The Woodcraft.
Oh,
Oh, that's okay.
But yeah, that's
What's up?
That one's yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, that would be considered a collaboration.
Yeah, because I
It
know
is?
we have that one coming out.
Yes, because it's actually a marbles.
oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
now. Yeah.
It's a marbles knife. It's just like our version of it.
Can you see?
But so the other one. Oh, shit. I thought it was open.
No, we're good.
All right,
No.
so we'll get into some of these questions.
Is this a proof?
so talk about that collaboration about.
Yeah,
This the
talk-
final?
No, they're done. That's the catalog for real.
El
that looks
papel, we couldn't get the same one.
Yeah.
So you're
Well,
saying that we
I
have
told you
a new catalog.
Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, let us know a little bit of that collaboration.
So marbles is I don't even remember how long they've been around, but it's like I think they're over.
Shouldn't have been like that.
they're like close
So
to
it's an old company
or
that,
over 100
It's
years
fine.
old.
that the
We can't do
distributor
much more.
acquired.
anyway.
They're
I'll look through it though.
it's a very old company.
But it's
They've
a
been-
collaboration with Blue Ridge, right?
Yeah, with our
their
distributor.
distributor.
Yeah,
It's a collaboration with them, a company they own called Marvel.
marbles. Yeah.
And so, that one's coming. Other than that, there's really not much we have on that blade.
No other ones. Oh, my
But
question.
there is a couple more. There's actually quite a few that we're working on that we can't bring up right now until we get the okay, until we have something finalized.
Marbles is over 130 years old.
Got you. Ready?
Yeah, they're it's over 130 years old. Marbles has been around for a
130-year-old
long
company.
time.
Really?
So this woodcraft knife, when they first approached us, they were like, "Hey, we want you guys to make this knife," and Leo and I are looking at it like, "Shit, we don't do. It has like a leather stacked handle. It's got bolsters, and those are things that we we could do, but like the way our stuff is set up, it's not fast, it's not quick, it's not easy for us. And so we were like, we don't usually do that. And they're like, oh no, we know that. We want you to take this and make it a top
Make
knife.
it your style.
And the Leo's immediately like, yep, I got you. And so that's how he came up with the whole. So that handle has like an inset of a different color of micarta. So you got like faux bolsters on it. It came out freaking sweet.
Do we have a release date on that?
No, not yet.
Because I know that somebody's gonna ask that.
Yeah, not till. So just so everybody knows, we're still having issues getting steel in different thicknesses. It's like we'll get a whole batch of one thickness, and then nothing else for a while, and so it's been real weird. But yeah, so basically we're still having issues getting this thickness or that thickness of steel. So as soon as we have the stuff to do it, it'll get done. It's just we're kind of at the mercy of what we get at the moment.
And then Justin asked, since he saw it, so when can we get one of those catalogs?
We have not used up all the old ones, have we? It'll probably be another 3 weeks to a month maybe before we run out of the current catalog. So we're gonna finish shipping those until they're gone. So about 3 weeks.
There you go, Justin.
3 weeks, maybe a month.
All right, this question is pretty cool. If each of you had to pick a vehicle to describe yourselves, what would it be?
A vehicle?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a Hummer.
Hummer?
Oh shit. What?
What's so funny about the
I
Hummer?
just thought of some car for Craig, but I'll let him.
No,
pick
tell-
it.
John's is gonna be a fucking.
We should do that
Honda
too. Which-
Civic.
Craig is like a Fiat 500, but that was just what came to my head.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah,
So
me
it's
neither.
not really an insult.
No, I want it to be an
little
insult. Can you
fucking-
explain
I'm
further,
sure.
please?
Why?
It's a pussy car. I'm sorry.
Honda's fucking great.
Oh,
Yep, says the guy driving a Civic.
Okay, let's. Yeah. Fuck it.
Okay then.
Okay, calm down, Mr. Frontier over there. Jesus,
What would you choose, Islam?
I don't know. Come back to me on that one. I'm not.
I got one. For
Jesus would
Slim.
be a station wagon, like a classic, like a classic station wagon with the
Damn.
wood trim.
Yeah.
Those are fucking cool.
Brown.
Get him.
No, Defiéndeme, cabrón.
No, those station wagons are badass.
I'll take
Everybody
it.
wants those.
I'll be a station wagon.
Those are legit.
Oh shit.
People used to drive those into the
Craig?
ground. Of course, John would say something like that
Sorry.
How about you?
while driving a Civic.
I don't know.
I think you'd be one of those like ones with the extra spoilers for no reason.
Me?
No, Skarks.
Oh, Skarks.
Why? That's John.
Like the
You
one
think so?
from Fast and the Furious, the one that has like that spoiler that looks like a ladder. You'd look like.
That's from Cars, isn't it?
Oh, Cars. Yeah, sorry.
John would be like
Fast and the Furious?
Yeah.
Cars?
Cars. Similar.
Similar movie.
It's almost the same thing. It's very cool.
Same producer.
They do the same
Right on.
things.
Kind of sad I'm a station wagon.
Oh,
John would
God.
be one of those fucking 90s CRXs that like they thought they were cool, but they weren't.
No, he's a Geo Metro. Have you ever seen a Geo
I'm
Metro?
gonna.
I have
I was
definitely
actually
seen a
talking
Geo
about it
Metro.
yesterday. I'm gonna fucking build a Geo Metro just to whip his ass in his fucking.
What's a big car? I'm more like an Astro van because they're big, but they have no power.
No, the Astro vans were good.
They're all-wheel
I
drive,
know they're
man.
cool. Like they can make them cool, but they have like no
What do you
power.
mean? Well, what do you expect? It's a fucking minivan.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
You expect it to like tow a camper? Like,
No, no strength whatsoever behind it, but
Mm.
it can have some attitude, you know.
You're more like a F-350, but with a gas engine. That's what.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to get to.
Sure.
that sounds bad.
He just made it sound like a big pussy.
yeah.
No. It's
Yeah,
exactly what
instead
you-
of a
That's
instead of a-
exactly what it is. It's
instead
a
of a
big
little
pussy.
Fiat pussy, it's a big pussy.
He's like the Chevy Nova. That, like didn't work. No servía para nada.
Come on,
Oh
man.
yeah,
That was how to breathe stick
Hey,
the new
what
engine
what was
in.
that one? What was that one Ford that the
Pinto.
no
Oh.
no. There was a Ford car that bombed bad.
Taurus.
Bad. No. It was one they sold for like a year or
Escort?
two.
All Fords.
The Escort was.
No,
pretty
there
good.
was. I'm gonna look it up. Which there was a car they made for like 1 year, and it sucked so bad nobody wanted it.
I think it was a Chevy Nova.
John is
That's
Honda
probably just
line.
similar.
Novas are good to fix up and make fast.
Yeah, because they said that they didn't sell well in Mexico because Nova means doesn't go.
No.
That's a
Yeah,
Paul
but
Rodriguez joke.
Novas right now are like the classics of race. Oh yeah.
An H2
Either or,
or
either or.
An H1.
It's called the
H1.
Edzo.
H1, H2,
Good thing you clarify
2003.
because if someone thought about like the H3, the little one,
The what?
It was called the Edsel.
You think I'm gonna
Oh,
be
the
a fucking
Edsel,
little
yeah.
one?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
He's
saying,
gonna
good thing you
say you're the
clarified.
electric one.
Hey Zeus, you better make this cover of this fucking podcast John and a fucking Civic little fucking tattoo on his belly.
Okay.
You just
I need
gotta-
a picture of you without a shirt.
You just gotta go take a picture.
Oh no,
of
no,
me.
you got this.
Okay. I can.
You just, you just need a picture of his face.
I just need
John
to,
always has to go fucking negative.
I just go
How?
need to go to Adobe.
I just said-
Why 3?
Oh, there's 3 options. Good thing you. Why didn't you say Humvee? Oh,
Bring-
but I can be the.
go get Chad.
I can
So
be
what?
the Chevy Nova.
What did you think you were?
Me?
Yeah.
I think I'd be a Honda Civic.
Why didn't you say
Why a
Humvee?
Honda Civic? They're light and
This Hummer.
kinda
Yeah, you're
quick.
not
This-
light
the
and
Hummer.
quick.
Obviously.
Yeah, Humvees are cool, but
You're not quick.
Nobody said they were quick. Not
You
a
know what-
single-
yeah, no,
Not a
they're
single-
not. They're loud.
Nobody said you
No,
were quick.
no,
That's definitely
he is a Honda
true.
Civic. He's one of those Honda Civics that
Hace
have you-
mucho ruido y no hace nada.
yeah, like
Oh.
it's like and it like barely even moved.
Okay, Mr. Camaro V6.
Okay, it's your car.
Ouch.
That hurt. That hurt me.
Is your car a manual?
No.
His is a
But it
V6.
has sport mode, and I know I could smoke, John.
No, you
Oh,
Well, yeah, that's because
Oh.
John doesn't know how to switch past second gear.
couldn't. Okay, calm
He
down.
gets into second gear and he's like stuck.
There's no chance.
You can't count to 3. Is that what
He
you're
doesn't
saying?
like to
Oh,
talk.
that's
He
fucked
doesn't
up.
like to talk
Well,
about.
you know,
cars 'cause-
John, you're super fast. What car would you hate? Shut up. What car would you hate to be beaten by?
I wouldn't really care, to be honest.
My Ford
Like,
Fiesta.
I don't really race at all. Like, it's not fast. I don't have a fast car.
John doesn't care about anything. Why would he be?
But I thought you said it was so fast that
No, I never said it was fast.
Me and Chad with our Fiestas.
Okay, maybe a Fiesta. That'd be pretty sad.
let's fix up your Fiesta to make it
But
fucking
Okay.
the Fiestas, they sell like a actual
They
race,
sell, yeah,
like
they
a
sell
race car
race cars
Fiesta,
Fiesta.
and that shit's fucking crazy. But
I think Chad's is a race car Fiesta.
I'm gonna get a Fiesta that's beat up and I'm gonna fucking make that fucker fast
probably
and whip your ass.
They sound like the Jetsons car.
theoretically, you can
Let's go
make-
with more questions because
Yeah, more
Yeah.
questions. Go next.
Wait. But Craig didn't say what car he would be.
Yeah, he did.
We just all supposed.
no,
No, I
you
didn't say anything.
suppose. No.
What car would you be then?
I don't know.
Would you be like a badass Frontier?
I don't know.
I could see you as a Frontier,
Nah.
I don't know.
the 4-banger, not the 6-cylinder one.
the Ford banger.
That's
Anyways.
stupid, John.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
He didn't even know what I meant. That's what he says.
I do know what you meant.
What did I mean?
I know the difference between a V6 and a regular engine.
Okay,
So we got some
I'm
questions
switching the camera
about
off.
knives.
Yeah, you're saying the difference between a 4-cylinder and a 6-cylinder.
No, no.
Why are you have the cameras on us?
Because he's asking a question.
No, he was still talking.
Yeah, but he was about to ask a question.
Okay, go.
Any new folders in the works?
Maybe.
Yes, we have some collaborations coming up as well.
That we can't talk about.
We can't bring them up.
Leo can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, but no, because we don't know if it's gonna happen. You know, we done some things, but we don't know if it's actually.
Oh, look,
gonna
they're
happen.
asking what that blue tape on Leo's desk is.
Who's asking?
What
This is
that,
John.
What is that tape, John?
This is John's fucking marker where I can't move.
Yeah.
Why did you put this?
I didn't put the big ass one.
Bullshit.
There's no chance.
Then who did it?
The little one I was fucking around, but the big ass one, I have no clue.
Bullshit.
But
John.
please don't move out of those markers.
Yeah, they're actually pretty good.
Yeah, you're like right.
Can you put your
center.
hands on top of them?
Yeah, don't move the whole thing.
There you go.
Tell me what the
You know
fuck
what's
to do.
funny? You are better at laying down markers, like fucking around, than John is trying.
Dude, it's negative as fuck, Craig.
Next question. I'll
Jesus.
ask.
Sorry, Jesus. That's that question that came up.
What?
The one that came up at lunch.
Oh, if you like sweet potato, Craig.
No.
Oh, which one?
God damn. Jesus, we
What?
talked about this.
Yeah, no. So which knife? Do you know which knife is the only knife that is made by a pilot?
You only get one
That is
chance.
made by a pilot.
Well,
No,
designed by a pilot.
designed by a pilot.
Well, definitely not the MPAT.
The Dicer 8.
No, you're not. A pilot.
The
you're, as
Dicer
much of
8.
a, you're as much of a pilot as John is a chess master. Okay.
I landed.
No.
I've
should've-
landed.
You should
I've
have said
landed 4
farmer.
planes.
You should bring your simulator and see if you can fly.
Dude, I should bring you one day and have you land a plane.
You should have said
You
farmer.
should.
It's actually pretty fun. But I am a pilot.
But he is
I
a
got an
pilot.
A in landing a jumbo jet. I got a C in landing a normal plane though. It's fucking hard.
I'd rather be in a jumbo jet with you.
No.
All right, so we got a question here. It says, "Hi. Other than its cool style, do the various angles on the small tracker serve any purpose?" That's all it said.
So the small tracker is
I'm pretty sure they're thinking of the
is
tracker 4.
the same. Yeah, it's the same as the tracker. It's so the main tracker had basically the idea was that it would be like a hatchet, it would be like an ulu, it would be like a draw knife, it would have a gut hook, it would it had a bunch of stuff built in. The small tracker is the same. It's just obviously not going to work for like chopping and doing things like that. But as far as like everything else, it still works.
There you have it. Oh, I wanted to ask this one because there's no. I mean, we didn't retire it. Are there any Silent Hero 4 or are the Silent Hero 4s going to see more permanent place on the Tops lineup?
Yeah, they're permanent, right? As
Yeah,
permanent
it
as you
wasn't.
can.
It was not a limited release.
Yeah.
It would be. Is probably what they're asking. It was. It's part of our lineup.
It
The
just
thing
sold out super
is-
quick.
Yeah, yeah, they just sold out immediately.
And maybe that's where an NFT can come in, where you that reserves you one.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to have like collabs with those NFTs with other people too. Doesn't limit your space.
Let's first get it all out.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Let's figure it out.
God, John, you're like fucking 2 miles ahead of us already.
Let's think positive in the right place.
Think of how to do it right.
Not so positive where you're like not on the same page we are,
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
because we're on page like 2 right now, and you're already on page
You're already
76.
page 7 and you're still scrolling.
What's the
And he doesn't know how to read that fast, so I don't know how the fuck he got over there. Sorry, what's that?
what's the how like it has a table of contents? Is it the index that's at the back?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm already at the index.
yeah, because you're trying to figure out where to go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but he put like chapter 1 and then chapter 6 and then chapter 2.
I guess.
You figured those first few chapters didn't mean anything.
Or maybe.
He's like, we can put this one towards the end.
That part was all easy, probably.
All right, and let's see. Someone just gave us a compliment. They said, "Why you make such badass blades? My wish list never ends." What knife is that?
Do what you want.
That's actually a question. Can we see a prototype?
Well, like a custom that's coming soon.
Oh
Ooh.
man,
Did you guys see that?
He's like, I forgot to switch thing. I'm just kidding.
So that was a question too. It says, "Can we see a prototype?"
you never answered. Do you like sweet potato?
Jesus, I know the joke. I speak Spanish.
I know.
So
Papa Dulce.
Damn it.
Oh, my God.
Nobody likes sweet potato.
Will the Pathfinder school come back? I don't know what knife that is.
It's called the Pathfinder
so,
School.
So
Yeah. No, I figured that.
probably not the Pathfinder School knife itself, but that design probably.
that design was a Tops design.
Yeah, that was my design,
Okay.
and we just sort of collaborated with him and did that. But it did all right. But we'll probably bring that design back.
Any questions here on the thing?
No.
Hi guys.
It says the history of the Tom Brown tracker and how it came to Tops.
Oh yeah, that's a cool story.
Yeah, that one we're gonna have to do a video just on that one.
Yeah, that could be a whole podcast.
That one we'll do something on our
The unsheathed gems.
unsheathed gems. Fucking John, I hate him.
Did you guys go to when the movie came out?
I did. We did. We actually.
You guys
with
went to
Mike
the
and-
movie to
Yep.
watch the movie?
Yep.
Yeah, so that one.
We waited till the end where it says top knives at the end.
Oh, it says it at
Does
the
it?
end?
Yeah, the credits.
They did on when we were at the theater. I don't know if it does. Still.
Oh, they're there. Oh, see? Yeah, they're there.
And we
Guys,
just-
gonna slow it down.
Can you guys slow the credits down for a second?
Where are they from? The actual school.
Oh, the Tom Brown School?
Mm-hmm.
Like New York or Pennsylvania, like back east.
No.
Yeah, it was back east. I don't remember where. And then the last I heard, they were going to start it back up.
Really, in New York?
Upper
all-
state New York is wilderness, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not like the city, obviously not, but
I thought they were like
but
Manhattan.
yeah,
a
right?
good portion of that state is like forest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's her name? Bianca. What's up, Bianca? She asked, Can you explain how a trademark works?
You can still use
You know
it.
what?
Without-
You know what?
You can use it.
I
You can
can't.
use
I
it.
can't explain how a trademark works.
Okay, go.
You can do what Jesus said you can do, but it has the exact same legal value as not doing it. That's how a trademark works.
Flipped.
And clip.
You can use it.
Yeah, you can clip that all you want. I was saying the same thing. What I was trying to get at is that it means nothing.
Oh, ya te regañaron.
It literally means nothing. You can put it or you not put it, and it has the same exact legal
I
value.
don't want to put like words in your mouth or anything, but I recall last time that wasn't the argument, and I said that wasn't the argument. You were saying we couldn't do it, not that it didn't mean anything. You said
Go
we
listen
couldn't.
to it again.
I was listening
Hey,
to this morning.
I listened to it yesterday.
Okay.
Tell Dylan to hold on, please.
Keep going. Keep going.
No, that's it.
No, defiéndeme.
You know what, Craig?
Yeah, tell me.
I don't know, man. I like you.
Because your family.
Familia.
Go ahead.
Got
I have nothing to say.
Jason has a good question. I like that question. He says, "Are there any designs that you retired that you regret?"
All of them.
So you,
I hate retiring models. That's Craig.
Yeah, Craig's the one that likes to return them.
Craig would
Según.
retire half of them if he could, but
Yeah, Leo would retire 0.
I'd retire there.
That's for real.
Yeah.
He would never retire.
So before this whole thing happened with COVID and shit, our plan still is, but to bring back old models, just vamped up something new with them.
Mhm.
It's still the plan, but just how crazy things are, it don't give us it don't give us a chance to do it. But old models that I do regret, putting to sleep or whatever, they're coming back for sure.
they're gonna wake up.
Yep.
Smack the shit out of them.
Yep.
Are you gonna change the names or just same name, just different design?
Same name, just badass.
What do you think kind of goes into like why a model retires? Do you think name has to do
Just
anything?
Name, color, handles,
time,
coding.
yeah.
So I found something right here that says that even if it's an unregistered trademark, you still have certain rights if you can prove that you were first.
Yeah, but you can do that if you put it or not. It
Yeah.
makes 0 difference.
As long as
As long as you're
that
using it in
thing has been
business,
used,
There's no legal value to putting that on there.
But you can put it on.
Was it?
Yeah.
Do you know?
That's
do
the
you-
whole thing I
But
said.
it means, yeah,
did, yeah.
I understand.
Thank
Craig,
you.
And
do
what
you,
I said is that legally speaking, it means nothing.
do you know the story of the
No,
guy
it does mean
from
something.
It means the exact same thing if you put it or if you don't.
Didn't
As
that
long as
happen
you're
to,
using it in business, it makes no difference whether you use it or not.
Do you know the story of that one guy that supposedly invented like the television thing, the guy from Rigby? But there was actually another guy that actually claimed it first, but he had like the logs. Do you know that story?
No.
Because of the potato rows, he said that he was driving down. I mean, we all know the story. That like kind of like
I
made an
know.
image. I'm not an expert on the subject. But I just remember hearing in school, but something like that during trademarks that we're talking about was someone up east had already claimed the patent or the rights to like the television, but this guy had it written on like a journal saying, and like he dated it, so he claimed it, and they gave him all the credit to him because he came up with the concept of how the television worked or something like that. I thought you would have known because the guy's from Rigby apparently.
Yeah, Philo Farnsworth, I think was his name.
Yeah. But there was-
Philo.
Mm.
What's up?
Yeah,
yeah.
brother Philo.
Benny says, "Calm down, Craig."
Relájate.
Thanks, Ben.
Relájate.
Take it easy.
Calm
Se esponja feo, ¿eh?
down.
And then Bianca was like, "Oh boy, what have I done?"
Yeah. Once you start, see?
All you see is like no signature.
But we can use it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it means nothing.
Oh.
I'm telling you, it means the same thing whether you
We-
put it on there or whether you don't.
We say a saying in Mexico, it's like, "Gánale el PRI." Like,
Yeah.
This is kind of the
You're
situation.
the pre. Because last time I said you could use it, and you're like, no, you can't.
Yeah, what I said was it has the same legal value as whether
Okay.
you use it or not. It
Tell
means
us.
nothing when you're talking
Did
about.
you ever
legal
think about
value.
being a lawyer?
You'd be
No,
good
You'd be a
ass
good lawyer.
man.
no.
Either you'd
I
win a
would
lot of
hate
cases,
that.
or you'd like piss off the fucking
I would,
The
the,
judge,
the-
the
the
judge.
defense or the.
I would hate to be a lawyer. There's
I
no
would
way.
hate for him to be my lawyer.
No, I'd love for
I
him to
would,
be my
yeah.
lawyer,
You
man.
stand your
You can be
grounds,
my
man.
lawyer
No,
any
'cause-
day.
We're both fucked and we're both going in for a long time.
It's kind of like if you
No.
go down, you come with me type of deal.
I would never.
If you were a lawyer, would you say you were a lawyer? Would you not accept cases that you knew were kind of fucked up, or would you be like, I'm just making money, I don't give a shit?
think that if let's say that I, for some reason,
I think he would be
decided to go
solid.
into law school,
Definitely.
I would not have completed it.
Better
There's
call
no way.
Craig.
I don't trust. The legal system's fucked. I
But
don't.
it
I
is.
don't.
Isn't there a
it's
law?
like-
Isn't there a law where you can't like pick and choose your cases?
I don't
I
know.
don't-
I think that's
that I don't know.
I
I
think
think-
if they try to hire you and they're paying you, or they're trying, you got to.
I
don't-
think that's only a public defender, but I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Yeah, I don't think so because I know when like I don't know we were
Because as a
talking-
lawyer, you can fire
you
your
can go
clients.
sit down and talk.
Yeah.
You can fire them for
As
whatever reason.
doctors' offices
Mhm.
can do the same thing.
Mhm.
Like
So
if
can
you're a-
photographers.
Yeah. If you go to a doctor's office and you're a fucking dick, they can fire you. They can they actually call it firing
Yeah.
you. And you can be like uninvited back to that place.
Yeah,
They won't treat you.
As a graphics designer or a photographer, you can do that too. Like if certain clients are like, "Hey, can you make this change?" and they're like, "Sure, here you go." You know what? Can you make this other change? Sir, the contract that you signed was for this, and that's it. If they're being like
assholes.
no, not assholes, but
Like
completely
unreasonable
different than. So, for example, if you say, "Hey, can I get something with a red background?" You're like, "Sure." You give them something with a red background. You're like, "You know what? Can you try blue?" Sure. You know what? No, I think, or you know what, sir? That's it. Like we have to sign a new contract if you want to keep making changes. Here's your red. Here's your blue. You're done.
Give it up.
No, it's because some people get super
'cause-
picky.
Yeah,
Oh, I know.
People get super
But
nitpicky about
that's-
it.
See,
Me.
that makes sense to me. They-
yeah,
they
but
should be able to do that.
but it's when
Fucking
you
life company.
do that when you give them exactly what they asked for, and then that's not it. Then you have the right as a photographer, as
What
a
if
graphic
you don't
designer.
get what you asked for and you get like something really?
Then that's on you.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm not.
that's-
I'm looking at the camera.
So that's where you'd have to hire a lawyer, which
The
I
camera's
wouldn't- I
over
wouldn't-
there.
I couldn't do that.
No,
No, I couldn't. Do it.
I don't
I-
think I could be a lawyer either. But there's so much like.
no.
So when is it Matthew McConaughey when he did the Lincoln Lawyer that he actually? Did you ever watch the Lincoln Lawyer?
I think so.
That was a badass movie.
That's
That's
a
the
good
one where he
movie.
like lived in his car.
Yeah, I
during
think
the
so,
movie
yeah.
and shit like.
But anyway,
What? No.
he said that. Huh?
He didn't live in his
He
car.
didn't. He worked out of his car. That was his office, wasn't it?
He had a
for-
driver.
He had a driver and
yeah,
everything.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking of a different movie.
No, I think it's the same one. But anyway, he I guess he followed a real lawyer for a while, and he said that the stuff that goes on, like all the deals that go on behind the scenes, he said it's fucked up
Yeah.
because you get people will accept guilty pleas
Oh, the
for
plea
no
bargains and
plea
bullshit?
bargains, all that
Fuck
shit is
that.
fucked up. Any lawyers listening?
I don't think I don't think I could do that. I wouldn't feel. I just wouldn't. I don't know.
Yeah,
What if
I-
there's a fat check sitting in front of you though? Your morals change.
I don't care.
depending on how fat the check is.
I don't know.
might care.
That's what everybody says, and I feel it's right. But once you're in it, like that's a different case.
I don't know.
But-
I
but
feel
see, I
like
think-
I don't care.
But I think if
I
you're a
think it
lawyer,
depends
you
on what
already
it
have
is.
kind of that mentality.
But I think it would
Yeah.
depend on what
So-
it is. If you know that motherfucker's guilty for something fucked up with kids or anything like that, I don't know how the fuck you would do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
And how people can do that.
Have you guys ever seen Better Call Saul?
Yeah, I haven't watched the last season, but I watched the other
Better
ones.
Call Craig.
See, I didn't
Oh.
even like. I didn't even like
Saul
Breaking Bad
good,
that
man.
much, and so I couldn't. I just
See,
I like
that's
Breaking
another
Better
one
Call
that we
Saul
don't like.
makes like no.
We could recreate the scene with him and Tuco.
I don't remember that scene.
You have way too.
Oh,
much
is that the one where he's like, put $1? No, that's when he talked to what's his name? Huh? To Hal or Hal. I keep going.
That's actually a really good show. The
It's
Better
good.
Call Saul. Saul.
Better Call Saul's pretty good.
Never.
I had zero interest in watching it because I didn't like.
You don't like Breaking Bad?
Dude, I watched the whole show, all of it,
Why didn't
and I never got it
It's
because
slow.
because
It's
everybody
slow.
was like, "Oh, it'll get better. It'll get better."
It
And so
never
I-
got better.
It never got better. I finished
It was
watching
always
it.
good. That's why I just
But-
didn't like Skylar. I didn't like her. She was.
Oh,
too
she
annoying.
pissed me off. She's like,
Yeah.
just you're rich, bitch.
I don't know. I just didn't. I never got into it.
Yeah. Oh, I
Oh,
wanted to
more
ask this
question.
question. Oh, where was it? Where was it? Oh yeah. Why don't you use anything in Damascus again, or at
Cool.
least in white paper micarta?
I saw why.
Oh.
I
So-
saw why. We're gonna do a video about
This
this
is a
too.
Leo question.
So Damascus, to use Damascus in production runs, it's expensive. It's expensive. You know, I know there's a few people out there that don't mind paying that price, but to do a big production run, it's tough. We did do it for a while, and they were doing pretty good, but it's not your normal thing. And then how many blades you lose, it gets you. Like just to give you an idea, that little mini tracker that we did, I have 30 to 50 blades over there that I can't do shit with them. We'll try to do something, but I don't know what you can do. They're messed up, and that's just the nature of Damascus.
Did that similar thing happen to that you thought happened to that other blade?
Yeah. So that custom blade that we're gonna auction off, something similar happened, and I was sort of, that's the reason we didn't let it go. I wasn't comfortable with it. Like I said, I said it on that video, but I talked to Jason Knight. He said, we see that, nothing bad. You can put this thing and use it, but nothing will happen. But I just didn't feel good with it. But recently in a blade show, Texas, we joined up with Vegas Forge. We have quite a few bars of steel sitting in my office right now that we're gonna do some custom out of.
I was gonna ask about like Damascus. What is? Do you know, like, is it in general that metal tends to do like weird things?
No,
or
so
is
it
if
depends on
you're-
who makes it.
But if you're good, let's say you're good, your chances are very very slim of anything happening.
Or are they still?
So
you-
do you know
you still-
how
you still-
Damascus is made? John?
I have a relative idea, but
So Damascus you makes at least two steels. It's not always the same two steels. They're depending on how clean your stuff is when you start, how well it's put together, how if you heat it at the right temperature or not. If once you're trying to forge everything together, if it gets too cold and you're still trying to forge it together, like there's so many things that can go wrong. Any little tiny pocket of air, any little piece of just like grease that's stuck in between the pieces of steel. Anything
You don't
that's
clean
just
your
not
steel
right,
right. You leave glue, you leave residue, you leave tape, whatever can
you're
make
gonna
a
have
difference.
problems. Yeah, and so it's
And not really problem, but you'll make it different.
Yeah, so it's
whether
hard
good or
to-
bad.
you don't really get as consistent of a piece as like mono steel.
For the longest time that I remember, and people are going to correct me, but that I remember, it was hard to get stainless steel Damascus. It was tough. And now working with Vegas Forge, that's
That's
lot
pretty
of
much
it.
Is
all
there-
they do. Yeah,
Is there like the norm steel that they usually use? Like we usually use these two
Yeah,
steels.
yeah. So it's
15 and 20.
15 and 20, and what's that other one?
A lot of times it's 1095.
Yeah, 1095 or
1084,
Yeah.
1075.
a 15 and 10, a 15 and 20, and 1095.
What's the leaf spring steel?
5160.
5160?
I don't know if they use that much in Damascus. I don't know.
remember.
I don't think they do because it doesn't move as easily. I don't know.
So is this stuff? Can you do like it has to be made by hand, or is this like production stuff that companies like they have machines doing? Or
What do you mean by a machine? Like, what do you imagine
it's
when
not
you ask
when
that
I
question?
when I ask them, it's like a machine welding it. There's a machine. Like,
No,
this is
No.
all like
No.
basically done by
So
you
a
can do
forge
it
a
yourself.
forge weld is you got two pieces of steel that are hot
Mhm.
at forging temperature. So we're talking like 2000 degrees ish. And you're basically mashing them together to try to make them one thing. Like they're almost molten at that point, kind of thing.
No.
And so it's not like there are power hammers. You know what a power hammer is? So there's power hammers that you can get them from like fairly small to fucking huge.
It's a hammer that you put like
Um,
double A's.
But as far
That's
as
what he thought.
running it through some kind of like conveyor belt type, like a assembly line type thing, I don't think so. Not
Not
that
really.
I know of. I don't think that's.
I think
possible.
big, and I, don't quote me on this shit. I don't know, but I think like big, like Alabama, Damascus, let's say. I think they have an assembly line like where these people here will weld everything. These people
We'll hammer it
will
out.
hammer it out, and these people will cut, and these people, maybe that,
But it's still pretty.
but not like here
labor
fucking sheets
intensive.
of steel, and then we'll get another side. We'll get Damascus. I don't think so.
Yeah, like you still have a person doing those steps. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
like it's not like
It's not like a
you could
machine's
probably
doing
make
everything.
robots do it, but I don't know if anybody's doing that
Yet.
yet.
Because it'll eventually happen.
Eventually, yeah.
But yeah,
What's-
this-
you know
this
what's
is-
crazy?
This has been happening for so long that I don't know. I think hammers and shit are the one that been involved in making new ones, but
The craziest thing about Damascus is the original process for making Damascus is lost.
Really?
So everybody is there's no real like this is the legit Damascus.
All of that stuff is in museums. As far as I know,
Yeah.
maybe they've figured some stuff out, but they've done like chemical analysis on current like modern Damascus and old stuff, and the way that stuff
Not
is
the
mixed
same.
together, it's not the same
Hello?
thing. It's like it's close, but it's not the same thing.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy when
Well,
you
yeah,
start
so-
reading into it. It's
So going
crazy.
back to the question, production is tough and it's expensive, especially today. It's super expensive.
What,
Yeah.
ab-
I
what
wonder how
about
old
the
Damascus is.
Uh,
Like the
the
original.
yeah, that's a good question.
That's interesting. Anyway, what's up?
what about white paper micarta? That was the second part.
That's a
of the
pain in
question.
the ass to work with.
Is it?
It is. It's messy as hell. It's messy. And what we've used,
Like
we've only
messy,
used.
like from the dust.
Yeah, it's just everywhere.
Futbolista.
Ay,
Again.
get
Oh
messy.
God.
You lost it.
No, I don't want to. I
Yeah,
don't
know.
want
I
to.
know.
I don't want to.
Anyway, so
I was
only
hoping
the
it wasn't
paper
that.
micarta that we've used is that white paper micarta that we used to put it on the white thing. I think we used to
Oh,
do
the white antique.
antique, yeah,
Oh, okay.
and the Damascus tracker. I think we did that on.
The
But it's
coaches.
it's so hard to clean. You know, every time we got that stuff dirty, we had to go and take it back to the bead blaster, sandblaster, and clean it up. But it's not like your linen or canvas
And
that you just put Windex on and clean it
would
up.
it turn yellow later, or
no,
was that the color?
no, that was the color.
That was the color. Because it looked like like yellowish, right?
looked like an ivory.
almost like ivory. Yeah, like
Yeah.
a bone.
Yeah, that's probably
like a bone.
because of the resin.
Oh, okay.
So
Because I liked how it felt really good. Like it was.
But if you polish it up like you do with any other one, you wouldn't even feel the difference.
really,
When you work with it, that's when you see it.
yeah, I liked how it looked.
was it popular?
Yeah. Well, I guess back then, yeah, to the model, the model that it had that we were using it with.
Mhm.
But like to get engraving on it, you had to fill it in with like this putty, the dark putty to get the logo and the serial number in. It was just a lot of extra work. Like I said, and I'm familiar with the white antique micarta, paper micarta.
How long ago was that you had discontinued that?
Shit.
I think it was like a little bit after I started,
White Fang?
It was a little bit after I started.
like 3 or 4 years after we started. I
So
think.
the White
So-
Fang, you weren't here when the White Fang?
I was. Yeah, the white fang.
Towards the end of it.
the white
So
fang.
yeah, about 6 years ago.
the
7 years
Cochise
ago.
with the white handle, the Viper Scout with the white handle, like all
Viper
of those
Scout,
were
oh, man.
still all of
Those
those
were
were still
so
selling
nice.
when I first started.
Battle Cry. If you guys can get a Battle Cry with that white, that one's
The White Fang and the Viper Scout were.
the Damascus.
The
Fucking
Viper Scout with
great,
that
man.
white handle looks fucking sick.
Yeah,
it
that
looked
Viper
really good.
Scout was sick.
Which one came in Damascus? You said?
That's called the Battle Cry. We did with that white antique.
We should do
micarta.
a tumble finish Viper Scout. That knife's such
Yeah.
a good fucking knife.
See, that's one that we're gonna revamp.
Man, that one tumbled. Oh, it looks so good.
Yeah, see that one.
We should see if we can
It's
get
done.
like
It's done all right, but if it had no powder coat and it was stainless,
Because
it would
it's
slowly
thin
get
and
out of it.
it's I don't know. It's a beautiful knife.
we should see if we could get like a linen or a canvas that's like real light colored
Should I ask for royalties
instead of
like the
paper
people
instead of
that-
paper out of linen or canvas.
that
that'd
send
be-
you an
Yeah, we
idea?
can. I think
That'd be sick.
Jason has Tops ever considered using wood handle material?
we used to use a Coca-Cola. Fuck that
Oh, what?
Cocobolo.
Coca-Cola.
It's a type of
It's a-
it's a type of wood
It's
that's
a type of wood.
it's
but
used a
just-
lot for handles for knife handles.
Really?
You use them. They use them a lot, like on a 1911 grip, stuff like that.
I think it's from Africa.
But no, the cracking, the way you store it, it dries up, it'll break when you drill it. It's a pain in the ass. So no,
Especially being production. If you're making one, maybe two
yeah,
knives,
yeah.
it's
you
a
bring
lot
it-
easier, manageable.
Yeah, but
when you're
just
making
wood like that, and then to me personally, it just cheap. It looks cheap.
Mm.
So there's some people out there that make amazing knives with that on, but I can't.
Is there a style that you've always wanted to do that you just haven't because it's like really hard or really costly, but that you're like, man, I wish we could do something like this, that like in a run, not just like one of a kind.
No.
Not really.
No, not that I can think of.
Are there other materials you want to work with in the future, like in general, just anything?
Benny said it had to use like 3 different belts on the Beat Blast.
I know it.
That's what.
On the bead blast. I wonder if he's talking about the
Yeah, it says had to use like 3 different belts.
Had to
on
use
the
like 3
Beat-
different belts
on
on,
in
Beat Blast.
Beat Blast.
he's probably talking about the
That's what I said.
that fucking Skinner, the
and the antique white stuff. I think he's talking about.
what was the skinning knife that we were talking about with the white handle? White,
The white
why
fang?
am I-
The
yeah,
white
the
f-
white fang. Jeez, why was I drawing a blank?
Sure.
That one was a bead blasted finish,
Yeah.
or maybe,
Oh.
or is he talking about bead blasting the handles?
I think we had to bead blast the handles
Mm.
because Sandblast would have tore that up.
Can you
So he had-
clarify, Benny?
So he probably had
please?
to do 3 different belts to get all the scratches out, so that
And
when you
then
bead
bead
blasted
blast
it,
it.
the scratches don't show.
Oh, shit. Damn. So it took a long time.
Yeah, that would suck.
Justin's like, I'm already think of selling my Silent Hero 4 and getting a Viper Scout as I love the feel of it. A S35V model would be slick.
Yeah, I would suggest you keep your Silent Hero and get one of the other
Oh
ones.
yeah.
Agreed.
Because that way you have 2 cool knives.
Yeah. And that one's really hard to come by right now, the Silent Hero 4.
Mhm.
And then new releases. When's the next new model releasing and which is it? I don't know
It
if you
will
wanna-
be the Camp Creek Fire Edition.
Oh, is that official?
Yes, and it'll be as soon as we get the handles.
They're working on the handles. The handles are.
Yeah, the handles are in process. So we have blades, we have sheaths. We were waiting on we were waiting on the red G10.
We might be
to be able
doing
to make
some
those
bear
handles.
hunting and some
Oh God, hopefully
bear skinning with
That'd be
that
cool.
blade. So
that'd be a lot of fun.
coming.
So
There might be
I
an
mean,
NFT associated with it too. So.
I mean, we can't give an exact date, but just soon within the next few weeks.
¿Qué, güey?
Yeah,
¿Qué, güey?
as
¿De
soon
qué te
as-
ríes,
as-
cabrón?
As soon as we get the handles, like as soon as we get the handles, we'll put it out.
¿A quién le pago?
So I found who knows if this is true, but it looks like Damascus steel was like first produced around 750
Really?
Damn.
AD. So it's
Damn.
it's 1300 years old.
Yeah, around the time you can start using TM as a trademark thing.
No, I think that came after. Pretty sure.
You move. There you go.
John's the one
He's
that told me to
fine.
be
No,
where
I'm
it
not
was.
moved.
He's fine.
I'm
He's
right
fine.
here. You tell me to
Um,
move, John. I'm break that fucking monitor in front of you.
Yeah, so
You're fine.
So it looks like the main thing that's different is there was a steel that was known or called Wootz, WOOTZ, and
Wootz?
that specific steel is kind of what disappeared. The process, I guess, is pretty similar, but that particular steel, however that was made, doesn't
This is
really
what they
exist.
don't know. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it had a higher carbon content than 1095.
And they don't know how to get it like that again.
You think?
I guess I'm not sure.
You think one of the materials they use for it they can't
Those
find it
aliens?
anymore?
Oh.
Probably.
It was
Who knows?
probably the way they melted it together.
Mm.
There was
Um,
probably it was like a certain degree for a certain amount of time, and they don't know.
Yeah,
'cause I was
or
watching-
like there was something was
Somebody
different
lost
about
that
how they
recipe.
mixed it. Yeah, exactly.
It reminds me of this one dude. He did an interview not too long ago. He said that it was his first time baking, but he accidentally baked a really good pie because he didn't have a up to date oven. He had an older oven, and I guess it cooked a lot slower, and it actually cooked it like perfectly compared to if he would have used a newer oven. It probably would have been a little bit too.
Oh, the like up and down of the heating element turning on and off probably.
I think so.
Yeah,
Maybe
something
something
to
like
that
maybe it
Yeah,
was
that's
something
what
like
that
that.
happens to me when I bake.
doesn't happen to John though.
You bake?
No, he tried.
Oh,
He lost.
somebody asked the question. Oh,
John, it's 4:55 by the way.
Oh fuck.
is there any interest in
So it's
the
quarter
Magna
till
cut
me giving a
steel?
fuck. Oh shit.
Sorry, say that again.
Magna
Is there any interest in the Magna cut steel?
Magna Cut's one of the new ones that's I think it's Crucible that's making it. I think it's one of the CPM steels. It's brand new, like maybe 2 years old
Oh, we were
Um,
talking about that
at SHOT Show.
at SHOT Show.
Yeah.
That's right.
The thing is, so man, I don't know if this is going to be a popular opinion or not, but I always come back to the same thing. There's this thing called the law of diminishing returns. All right. The difference between a $20 knife, like what John bought the other day, and a $100 knife the difference is huge. All right. The same thing goes with steel. The difference between this,
Five legs and
some
I'll tell you
steel
what
here
brand it
and
is.
some steel here, big difference. But now, once you start getting into the difference between S35, S45, 3V, 10V, Magna Cut, A1, like all these things, like you're starting to run into this thing where like you're paying a lot more for only a little bit more. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So like, for example, 154 CM is
Okay.
made a certain way.
You get a
All
beer
right.
while you're up?
And then you get another steel that's CPM 154. Chemically, it's exactly the same steel, but the process to make it is different. Regular 154 CM is made kind of the traditional way, which I don't know exactly how that is. The 150 CPM 154 is made using the powder metallurgy science. They're the same steel otherwise. So CPM 154, everything's arranged a little bit more evenly. So you're supposed to get like a better structure overall. But it costs like a third more per pound for that. But the improvement is not a third better. That's my thoughts on a lot of these newer steels, things like that. So you're going to pay a lot more for something just because it's new. Maybe it's great, maybe it's better than this or that, but
not that much
typically
more.
the price doesn't
Reflect
equate
that, yeah.
to the change in in performance. That's my thoughts on a lot of these.
Like
new
we can bring
steels.
in a lot of these new steels, but the cost for these things, especially they're new, a lot of people want them. It's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was.
And some people won't want to pay those
Yeah,
prices.
exactly. So right now, like we did a run of the Silent Hero, 1,000, 2,000, whatever we run, we can sell them. But if I bring in that kind of steel and do that quantity,
It's going to cost.
It's going to
100
cost a
more,
lot of
200
money,
more.
and we'll maybe sell half. And so I don't know. It's tough.
It's not that we're opposed to it.
No,
because
like for custom,
we're not.
absolutely. We'll throw. I want to bring in some of them super steels and put them in the custom part, but for production, it's tougher.
And see, like we're not really known for having like the new steel
You don't want to
and
be
the
known
new
as
thing.
Super Craig.
I mean, sure, but like so. For example, that's one of Spider Co's things. One of their things is let's make this knife and then let's make it out of 15 different steels. That's their thing. That's what they're known for. They're known for making kind of like they call it a sprint run. Usually, it's a smaller run of a certain model in a different steel and handle than anything else they've done. Great, like that works for them. That's awesome. They sell those really well. It's great for them. We're not really known for that, and so the times that we've done that, we've been successful. But it's right now we're looking for like where to even place all of our 1095, let alone add some other steel in and try to find a place for it too. So like I say, it's not that we're opposed to it. It's not that we won't or that we don't.
Maybe
they're
they're
not interested.
Maybe
in
they're
it.
telling us because they have a bunch they want to sell.
Maybe
do it.
Like send us a message.
Yeah.
And then let's see. It says hi from Washington State. Gliding Edge says, "Hey guys, and my Silent Hero 4 is SN21, so I like it being low. Now I need to get both Camp Creeks too." And the Eric Sherman says, "How would someone go about getting a knife made by you guys?"
like in the custom shop,
Maybe.
probably.
Yeah. So that's something that's coming. Again, we've been talking about this, and this has come up in the last week, especially of doing a custom, and they're coming. That option is going to be available once we have everything ironed out.
Look out for our NFTs on that too.
Yep.
Tell them like you won't do anything.
So
until
it's
the
coming.
end.
It's coming. That option is going to be available. I think this week we just had like 2 or 3 people ask the same thing. But we need to get things ironed out, and then we'll take those on. So
some custom knives.
Just keep following our social media. We'll make it public.
And then we have a question saying, any plans to introduce Kydex sheets for older models like the War Bowie or the Longhorn Bowie?
Yes,
that's coming.
Oh, that was a fast yes too. You know it's coming.
No, yeah, that's something we've been working on. We've had Angel, my son. He's been kicking ass on making them. The
on
jigs,
prototyping.
On
Kydex.
prototyping.
Like
so now he's he's and with Jesus, of course, your help, but they're pretty much coming to what we want the first go.
The reason
Yeah.
the reason I like working with him is he'll be like, hey, can you make me this the cut jig the knife, cut it on the plasma, like
Uh-huh.
make me the file. I make him the file, and
You don't hear from him again.
the next time I hear from him, he's like, I'm ready to make the cut jig. I'm like, okay, cool. Give me the sheath. He'll bring it to me. I'll draw it up like real quick, and then give it to him. That's it. I never have to hear from him again.
Oh, he's been
Like
an ass
he
off.
figures it out on his own. He like
The last
it's very cool.
the
like
last
that.
probably like 4 sheaths that he's prototyped, we've made 1-2 changes.
Yeah,
but like minor
Small changes. He'll bring it to us and it's like almost right off the bat fucking fits
Yeah.
perfect.
So
It's
no,
like,
they're
doing
turning out
good.
they're turning out good and fast, and so that'll give us the time that we need to be able to do the older models as well.
yeah, it's cool because like helping him takes like an hour max.
yeah, one of the
Just
so
trying it.
the thing that's funny with the nylon sheaths is we're kind of phasing them out here and there. But the thing that's funny is like, so we get a lot of crap about it, especially like Aaron Malone doesn't like them, obviously.
We don't like him.
Oh shit!
We like a little bit of that.
Damn.
I'm messing
But no,
around.
so he doesn't like them, and there's a lot of people that don't like them. The funny thing is like we changed the sheath on the Bushcrafter Kukri. We changed it from nylon to Kydex. As soon as we ran out of the nylon, people are like, "Hey, can I get a nylon sheath for this?"
Yeah.
And it's like we've never had anybody ask us for a nylon sheath until it's all of a sudden not available
so it's
anymore.
gone.
Yeah, and
It's
so
like
it's
that
like
saying you don't know what you have until it's gone.
yeah, or it's the same thing as like when somebody has a good
I don't think we're
experience.
gonna have that problem.
When somebody has a good experience,
Oh, what the fuck?
they don't. Fuck. When somebody has a good experience, they don't usually tell people about it. When they have a bad experience, they tell everybody.
Oh,
about
everybody knows.
it. Yeah. And that's I think what we're dealing with nylon.
So I think
sheets.
one of the things we should tell people out there that listen to our stuff, if you enjoy it, tell everybody about it, because that's how we continue. Because if we start getting to where people aren't like really saying it, even though you guys are enjoying it, then we're like, yeah, why make this? You know,
because it's fun.
Yeah.
no, like I'm
Especially-
not saying
but he's
necessarily
saying, like,
like in
just in
general.
general,
with
it's
everything.
Think
Yeah.
about the podcast.
I know
But-
what he's talking about,
I
John.
know nobody's talking.
Thank you.
So he said sorry.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry, guys. I just
Yeah, comiste.
I've been in a
Comiste-
bad mood, man.
yeah, I know,
Everybody,
we've
I don't know
noticed.
if you guys too, but
We've noticed.
I don't
We've all
think
had-
John is capable of being mean.
We all, yeah, he is.
No, he's
That
not.
is
Look,
cool.
he said that and immediately apologized.
He was mean.
Yeah, but
Was
he
he?
didn't mean it. He
was-
felt bad
No,
immediately.
he doesn't.
Look at him.
He
He
doesn't
felt
want-
bad immediately.
There's a difference between feeling bad, and there's a difference between that and I don't want to get fired.
Oh,
oh, well, I mean, it's not like if I
John,
feel
it's not up to
something-
me. Apparently,
He doesn't.
If I feel something,
doesn't-
I'll fucking tell you.
He
but
doesn't.
I don't really.
He doesn't.
Okay, you don't have to pretend. Anyways,
Okay,
keep
go
going.
ahead. Yeah, yeah. Time to fuck off. Go.
So he said sorry. I meant a knife that I have made custom to be produced as a tops knife.
Oh,
that changes the story.
So reach out to info at Tops Knives and
we'll hear from
and
you
then
in like
we'll-
4 years.
Jesus.
What?
it
Right.
takes a long time.
It does.
Like,
So, you know,
that's, for some people,
Okay,
that's
2
not
years.
an exaggeration.
half a year, a month.
Wait, no, dude, long. It
For
takes a
them
long
to
time.
get to the
To hear
email?
A year
to
at
hear
least.
from him?
No. For
No,
us to say, if we say, like, say he sends us a design.
Oh no,
Leo's
they'll
like,
get an answer like this.
And Leo's like,
But it'll
yes, I
be-
love it. It'll take at least at bare minimum.
If I was
a
doing
year.
it,
A year.
Bare minimum.
Yeah.
4 months.
Damn.
Yeah, because he's
Greg's
gonna
doing it.
because he's gonna say yes, and then I gotta go do it all.
Yeah.
he'll make a prototype or whatever, but then I gotta do this and I gotta do that. So
It's a long process to
yeah,
make
it is
blade.
a lot. There's a lot that goes into
You know, we're working with big companies, and the people think like, oh, so and so is going to reach out to them and they'll make it real quick. No, they're waiting.
Mhm.
They're waiting just like anybody else, and these are big companies. So it's a while. It's a process
Yeah.
to do to make something new.
We're like one of those cruise ships. You know, it takes a while to steer. We're not like a little boat anymore, because as you grow, it becomes
really
harder
good-
and harder. Yeah, because before we used to be like a speed jet. We want to make a change, but now it's slow.
a speed jet.
A speed jet.
The jet,
like a jet speed, a jet ski. I don't know what the fuck.
Are they
A
called
speed,
like
a speedboat.
Speedboat.
There
Get
you
out
go.
of
It's
here.
the-
You guys
it's
know what
your-
I meant.
it's your
I
inner
did not know what
pilot.
you meant.
It's your inner
That's-
pilot that's talking.
Estás igual que alguien que conozco.
I knew
Que
what you
tienes que
meant,
spell it out.
but you were saying it completely wrong.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, I think it means
Yeah,
speedboat.
speedboat.
But yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
You leaving?
Wow. Jesus is about to walk off.
Bet
Yeah.
you won't. I'm just
Huh?
kidding. Bet you won't.
Other question?
We have. When is the Gladiator dagger releasing?
The Gladius.
The
I like-
Gladius.
I really like that one.
Yeah.
Nice.
The Gladius.
Probably towards the end of the year.
There you have it.
Yeah, I mean,
Fuck you,
like,
Craig.
I don't know what else to say. It's gonna be a while.
Yeah,
There's
it's
a
'cause
bunch
there-
of there's a bunch of models that are gonna be in front of it.
yeah, and there's a bunch of like little things that people don't see behind the scenes. That's why.
Yeah, we know we need approvals. We need there's a lot of little things.
A lot of it just comes down to we've got a bunch of other models that we have planned to release first.
So
That's the kind of the main reason. But it's definitely gonna happen.
And then what does this one say? What is the knife that was made by a pilot? Oh no, we already asked that one.
Can you just remember that one so we can
Sorry,
clip that?
Seth. Sorry, Seth. It's
We're
just
hoping
It's
Seth
just
to
a
be
joke. It's just a joke.
He's like pulls the knife.
he was expecting everybody to say, "Oh, Seth." No, he's just the passenger.
Hey, maybe you can take Seth if he ever comes down here on a.
He did come down
short
here,
flight.
but
You should take him on a flight,
weren't there.
Jesus.
You
yeah,
want, should I ask him if he wants to be my co-pilot?
Yeah.
You should invite him.
Send him a friend request on Facebook.
He probably doesn't like me already.
probably.
It says, can we get a Viking axe to pair with our Storm Vector? You can call it Thunar. Thunar.
We make an
Thun-
axe called the Viax.
Viax.
The Viax.
Yeah.
You can pair it with that, whatever it is.
You pair it with anything.
And those are all the questions I have. There was more questions, but I wanted to respond that this wasn't a customer service. They're like, I ordered this, and then I'm like,
Oh, you should have brought them. We would have told them.
Yeah, like for those you can email info at
I could have called. I would have called Howie right now and just be like, "Howie,
could have her ask.
so and so asking where what his orders is."
Yeah.
yeah, it
We'll
was
call
like
back.
it was like some customer service questions, and I'm like, they must have not understood the story.
Dude, I was gonna ask the Viax.
No, fuck. We didn't
Okay.
ask for your fucking questions,
Oh,
John. Go ahead.
Go ahead, John.
What was
Se le inflaron los
what's-
cachetes.
Ya
¿Te
están
enojado?
inflados.
No, de lágrimas.
Guys, I'm not mad.
Okay.
I didn't say you were mad. So
Go.
you're crazy.
John, continue. Go ahead.
What's the story behind the Viax? Because that one's like, for me, it's one of like the unique ones. Because I've had people ask me like, so what's the purpose of this? And I mean, obviously it's an axe, but what kind of like what inspired it? Why was it
What
made?
inspired you?
You're the one that
to
designed
make
it.
me design it? Just different.
Yeah,
Just we wanted a fucking battle axe.
so that's what it is.
Crazy.
Battle axe. Is this really different from the other axes?
I don't even know how the fuck I came up with that.
By the way, on that Viax, if you hit the axe into some wood and you use the spike to split wood, it splits it really well.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I remember.
don't like nick the side because it'll bounce back and cut.
Oh
your leg.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
Leo
remember
cut his
that
leg
too.
bad that day.
Did you ever tell people a story on how you
How what?
missed the wood?
We've told that story. I don't know if we've told it on the podcast. Benny could tell us. Tell Benny to fucking.
Benny,
answer
let
us.
us know if he's told that. I
Yeah.
think he has.
Yeah, he just covered it with dirt. He just put fucking dirt on it and kept going.
I didn't miss it. I
he
hit,
didn't even use
it
a
was
Band-Aid.
it was
He hit the side. And
I hit
bounced
it
off.
was a fucking
It was a log.
bark.
What were you using?
The Viax.
The
The
Viax.
Viax, yeah.
Yeah, and I hit the bark. It was bark, and the bark was so dry it just went right through it like nothing. And it came back and it fucking got my leg.
Right in the shin, no?
It was on his
the-
calf.
On my calf.
Yeah.
Did it
fucking
did
plugged
it like peel? You know how
Oh
like
yeah, it just fucking filled it open and I just
Filleted
covered
your-
it with fucking dirt. And then I think Jesus or Craig ran in back of the Explorer and there's a fucking a pillow.
did you
I
say
fucking-
run?
It was me, believe it or not.
Yeah, he did.
He ran.
He did. 'Cause
He was
that bitch
tired.
bleeding.
He was
Yeah.
about as tired as he was at the start of this
That's why he's-
podcast.
Cut that pillow in a long fucking thing and just wrapped my leg.
What was going on through your head when you saw that? Panic?
No, I was like, I was just trying to find something to make sure that
Because you
it's
weren't
You
not-
never thought about taking your shirt off or anything like that? Jesus?
wrapping it
yeah.
with your shirt.
It wasn't
that was
bleeding. It
that was
wasn't
option
bleeding.
number 7. Cutting the seat belts off of his car was next.
It's like,
Um,
for what?
Damn.
Yeah,
It wasn't bleeding
stealing,
that bad.
Stealing Craig's
Yeah, it wasn't
shirt.
like
No.
gushing blood.
Like
but
if it had been, if it had
was
been
before
real
that.
bad,
What was it deep?
Wait,
Oh, okay,
you're like
that's-
almost poking.
I know that.
and
was
we had
so-
and Mike was with us too. So.
Yeah, Mike was with us.
But now you're properly trained
I am
But
properly
now-
trained now.
in CPR. Would you give him CPR?
Not for a leg cut. I mean, primo, usted déjese ya. I'm gonna save your life.
It's like, it's
Just
a cut on my leg. Get off
Just-
of me.
Just go with it. You're making
John
things
was
harder.
trying to fill me up with there.
I almost gave
Just-
Craig
John,
CPR.
I'm just kidding.
Remember when Craig cut himself? I almost gave him CPR.
dude,
Oh,
yeah.
in the fuck in my shop.
on that
I would've
on that
gave-
drill press.
I would have given Craig
God,
CPR.
that was stupid.
Would you
That's
let
so
John
dumb.
give you CPR if you died?
I'd rather die.
Really?
No, you
Yeah,
wouldn't.
yeah,
You
yeah.
Write
would
that
let
down.
him.
Yeah.
Write that down.
I'm gonna clip
If it
that.
if it comes down to John saving my life or not, then DNR.
Just let it go,
Do not
I
resuscitate.
would not let that shit go. I'm like, remember that one time I saved your life?
dude.
I
That's
made
true.
out with you.
I would absolutely fire him.
Yeah.
After I
He's
saved
like-
your life?
For that, I would fire him.
For saving your life.
Yes.
That'd be so fucked up. I would go to the news and they'd be
I
like,
don't care.
I
saved his
used
life.
tongue and
you-
everything.
No, just
That,
tell him-
that tongue was open was to open his
If I
throat.
was John, I'd be like, remember when,
To
we,
clear it.
Yeah,
remember
to clear
when
his
we
throat.
made out?
in the most like fucking most public places.
Yeah, I would definitely fire him after that.
All right, so we got
Hey,
a question.
can we
here.
tell people about what you're gonna do to?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a neck tattoo.
What'd your poll say?
Can we-
Does it more 100? Like yes or no?
Do you know what you're gonna get yet?
Oh, I haven't checked.
Check real
Do you
quick.
know?
I don't want to say what I want to get yet, but
Oh, because
Okay.
was.
Well,
we
you
have,
have
we have some good
imagination.
ideas.
I have an appointment to get a tattoo right here.
Where?
I got an idea.
Oh, I thought you were gonna get it like right here.
No, it's right here on the
Like right
side.
here. I think it would have been cool.
Do you think that's too far? A neck tat or no?
He says I'm gonna look like a thug.
What would it? I have a question
Well,
for Craig.
Edgar's not very like.
That sounds
He's not
racist.
the type of person that you're just gonna approach him because he does look a little intimidating.
No, he doesn't.
Okay,
Who?
He looks friendly as shit.
Edgar.
Have
you
you-
fucking
You're just a
know him.
pussy.
Edgar
Yeah,
looks
probably.
intimidating.
The first day I saw him, he
You're
looked
just a
he
pussy
looked
too.
friendly.
Edgar.
No,
And-
it's
No,
'cause
he looks
you,
intimidating. Look
You
at him.
you automatically assume that it's our eyebrows. We get that a lot. Uh,
That
our
you're
eye-
intimidating?
no, our eyebrows since they're like arch, kind of.
Oh, mine's bad. Look at this.
We look mean, like when we're not.
You
mean.
went bald, huh?
Huh? Yeah, I took all my hair off.
Holy shit.
Look at that. Oh.
You
What
and
was it?
Maya
What
are
was
like
it?
twinning over there.
Oh, did you do it for?
I did it for Jada.
Oh,
Yes.
I was gonna
Nailed
say
it.
for Maya, but no.
No, I did it because I had to. I have problems with this area.
This
Right
reminds
here.
me of,
Stick with what you said.
Yeah, I
You
did it for
did
Jada. No,
yeah.
but yeah.
He
Nailed
reminds
it.
me of Fuzzy Tube.
The what?
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuzzy
yeah.
Tube, yeah.
What?
I don't know.
He was a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Only
No
us
idea.
young guys know, huh, John?
Does he do cartoons?
Did you guys snap it up?
We did.
Nice.
I was gonna ask Craig. Craig, what would it take for you to get a tattoo?
With my name.
No, just in general.
Just a tattoo.
No, with my
Lee. Oh,
I don't know.
Espinosa.
Would your wife get mad?
Probably.
Probably beat his ass.
What if you went like super insane right away and like your first tattoo
Got,
was
like,
like
a full
no,
sleeve.
no, no,
No,
like
dinghy
a,
right here?
like a face tattoo.
Oh God, no, she would divorce me.
But they
If I
spell
got
it.
a, if I got a
You
face
think so?
tattoo, she would divorce me.
You think so?
I
You
think so.
This far into the relationship.
He
Yeah.
goes to get Dini across his forehead. They spell it Dana.
Oh, fuck.
Or like Diane or
It'd be
something.
funny because it's Dana White.
No,
You know?
instead of putting, they put the wrong letters. They put
Yeah.
Y's instead of I's.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. If I got a
Dina?
face, if I got a face tat, I think she would divorce me.
No, but like, say for example,
I
just
don't think
just
so.
the.
How about you, Jesus?
Like right
What would it
here.
take for you to get a tattoo?
Oh yeah, you don't have any, huh?
I probably wouldn't. I don't think there's anything that.
I offered Jesus $1,000 to let his big girl for a year, and he didn't want to do it.
I'll
Yeah.
take that offer.
No, I'm good. Not for a year. That's too much.
How much money would it take for you to get a tattoo?
Nah, none. Like I wouldn't. There's none.
Okay, but no, but come on, $1 million. You get offered $1 million.
He's tattooing
A
his
cool
butthole.
$1 million.
I'm putting eyebrows on that motherfucker.
No.
And it's not even like they get to pick where or what it is. Like you still pick the tattoo and where it goes. but $1 million.
First of all,
you would say no to that?
That'd be a hard. That'd be a hard.
Or
yes.
double for a tramp stamp.
It's just like I changed my mind.
That's a tough yes.
I would. for
First
$1
of all,
million.
introduce me
Fuck
to
yeah.
this guy that's offering that $1 million.
I'd do it for 100,000 easy.
Man, for $1 million, I'd probably get like bigotes de gato right here. I don't know. Like,
Fucking
big
no.
old whiskers.
Whiskers.
Yeah.
Oh no, I would
How
never.
about you, John?
I
You
would
got any?
never.
We get a
I-
tattoo.
I'll
Are those
probably get
whiskers?
one, but
Yep.
I don't know. I just
Hey, John, what would it take
Oh shit.
for me to design your tattoo
Oh, dude,
and you let him do it?
I just don't want a tattoo, man. Like,
Yeah,
I've never
I
been
don't
into
know.
tattoos.
Me neither.
Here,
Okay.
call Jerry. Let me ask her.
He doesn't even like girls that have
Dude,
tattoos.
I don't like girls
No,
who have
that's me
tattoos.
too,
dude.
sorry.
Really?
Yeah, hell no.
I like tattoos.
Oh,
I like
love-
tattoos,
But I don't
but
like tattoos.
I love it when
for
girls
myself.
have tattoos. I love it when girls have tattoos.
I just think
No, I don't.
long term, man. You know, like maybe
So what?
back in the day when I was not engaged, yeah, fuck it. You know, I don't give a
Shut
fuck.
up.
Cálmate.
But now, like,
Oh, so she would get mad at you if you got a
Ugh.
tattoo.
no, why the fuck would you get mad at me? It's my body.
Cálmate.
Woo, exactly.
Bien bravo.
So, John, what would it take for you to get a
Pinche
tattoo?
pro life. No, come on.
I think-
No,
I think if I would
Pro-choice.
get one, I would
It's my
probably
body.
go all out and get like a sleeve or some shit.
No, venga tu mamada.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't even finished mine. But
But see, that's something I would get. Like, I like the whole. Is it like a rosary that's on your arm?
no.
Okay, then no, never mind. Fuck me then.
It's a rosary.
See, I would get something like that. That'd be badass. Or like, I don't know.
Oh, so
I
you're
would.
gonna copy my.
Oh, so you would just do what Leo does.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
basically.
got you.
I'd probably get a ruler.
That way you never have
So-
to have one.
You get a fucking camera, big ass camera. right here.
no.
Not gonna get a camera.
Una tote. That's smart, right?
Especially Nikon.
An SD card.
I get a ruler here. And like, I don't know. Try
Would
to
you,
find.
would you make sure that it was like legit
Yeah,
measurements?
yeah, of course,
Dude, that's
yeah.
I like that.
And maybe here like a protractor or something with
Yeah, but
angles and shit.
You
Yeah.
couldn't gain any weight because it would stretch your.
That is true. Or as I get old, like it's gonna shrimp.
Yeah,
shrivel
but
up
that
a little.
difference is going to be small.
Very minimal.
Yeah.
I'd go get it calibrated every so often.
There you go.
Yeah,
It's like a
Just get
black
like-
bar.
But what if you gain weight? It's gonna stretch it out.
that's what I'm
Wait.
saying. I'll get calibrated.
Yeah,
so
but
I'll
how
be
much
like,
weight is he going to gain in his arm?
I'm like, so
You don't know.
So
I don't know.
So
That's why I'm
What if he,
asking.
what if he uses it a lot?
So we're
When it
using the
starts-
red lines this week.
He'd get it on his left arm.
Yeah.
So that he could use his right arm to write down what his measurements are.
Exactly.
Strange one.
It's like he
No, it's
fucks
not
up.
strange. Look, I could be like, for example,
It's not
Oh.
strange.
2 inches. You know,
He's
All right.
getting some straight. I said.
We have a question from Eric. He says,
then I can measure how far I
"Okay,
Spider-Man
get
did-
it,
oh, shit,
ruler.
what?
You're not gonna get it anyways."
I might
For
for
the
$1 million.
bucks.
And-
Or double for the tramp stamp.
is getting materials getting easier? I work for a
No.
large logistics company, and we are extremely busy as of lately.
So
So
you know he's experiencing the same thing as we are. You know they're busy as fuck. So are we. Materials is still the same thing trying to get them, and people think like fuck nobody's shipping anything. We're not getting it. I know they're busy, but they're playing catch up like we are.
Mm.
So it's still
People
They're
don't
still
know.
filling orders from.
yeah we're still playing catch up like
People don't
everybody else.
understand that whole pause, that
Yeah.
year pause,
Yeah.
caught up to everybody.
Well,
Yeah,
the,
like,
the other
we're
thing they
busy.
don't see is that we're making and shipping more knives than ever. It's not like we're making less. We're making more
Yeah.
See, and
by a lot.
the thing is, like with Tops, I don't see this happening, but with other companies, I do. Is they've ordered a surplus amount, like they've ordered more than needed.
Can you take the finger away?
Who said that?
Nobody. Me.
Anyway, they've ordered more than they
God
more than
damn
they
it,
need,
John.
and then there's going to come a point where they have more than they need, and so then it's going to go the other way where they're going to have trouble getting rid of some. I don't think we're going to have that
Well,
issue.
whoever has trouble
We-
getting rid of 1095,
Yeah,
get a
we'll
hold
buy
of
it.
me.
Yeah,
I
we
got you.
tried to do that. We especially in 2020, we bought a fuckload of steel and handle material and stuff that we thought was going to be enough. It was not enough.
Yeah.
So do you think if things ever, let's say they ever go back, would you buy a surplus of steel as much as you can?
For
Just
the next time,
We try every time we try.
but so when you do that, do you just maintain?
You know,
the
it's just
same-
it's difficult because when you know something's bad, you're fucked already.
Mhm.
You know, you
So you don't
you
know
can't do
when-
nothing about it.
Yeah.
If everything was good right now and we were going good, I'm not gonna say, you know what, let's go spend $1 million on 1095 because something's gonna go bad. Why? Because you can spend that money and do something else.
Yeah.
See, so it's difficult. It's difficult to do that.
yeah.
Well, and that's the
Yeah.
one thing that since I started, you've always like reinvested stuff into the company. It's
Absolutely,
not
absolutely.
like and not everybody does that. Where a lot of times they'll just try to take the profits and call it good. But
No.
it's
Yeah.
like when we finish something, you're buying a new tool here or a new machine there or a new this that. It's like there's always something new going on.
Yeah, I remember when I first started, when I went through the website, everything was available. Like there was never what it is now until after
Correct.
the
And
pandemic.
C word.
So it's tough to know when
Yeah.
to pull the trigger.
Yeah, because no
on
one.
how much.
Hey, in January, guess what? This virus
No.
is gonna come.
And
Like no one.
and
you
so
didn't know.
right now, when I do it, I'd have more than I used to. But how much is more, and how good is that? Because shit can change in overnight, and we can have a big boom, and then it's not enough no more. So it's tough. It's tough, but we're still working on
I
it.
know steel rusts, but does it go like? Is there a shelf life to it in that regard?
Not
Or
really, as long
since
as you
we-
maintain it. As long as you maintain it in the proper atmosphere, you can hold it
for a long time.
forever. I think.
The rust, like especially on 1095, if you allow it to rust badly, like
Get
to
deep.
pit,
Yeah.
Mhm.
then you got problems.
Okay.
But if a little bit of surface rust is nothing, but
But like I said, if you have it in a warehouse that's temperature controlled,
you should be fine
you
for
should be.
kind of indefinitely.
Jason asked, where is it at? Whatever happened to Edgar doing Naked and Afraid? Jeff Zouch never answered that.
Yeah, Jeff. No answer.
Yes,
And we just got
since
naked.
Jeff was on the podcast with us, that was the last time I spoke to him.
Oh,
Yeah, because he right after that he went to do another show, and then he did another show.
Yeah, he's been all over.
tag him
Yeah.
below. Tag him.
Yeah, tag him because I've been trying to send him his fucking coin for the show ever since he was on it.
Yeah, I was listening
It's
to
still
that.
sitting on my desk.
I know you talked about that the other day. And I was like, when's the last time we had him on? Because he had a good episode. I like him.
It was
Jeff's
fun.
a good dude.
No,
He's
he
just
is.
Yeah,
he's
he's
just
funny.
all over the place.
So Jesus, will you be at Blade East, or are you still scared of EJ to attend?
Oh
LOL.
no, I get to meet EJ in person in a week.
Next week.
Is he gonna be
He's
here?
coming?
Yeah, he's gonna be here on Wednesday.
Hell yeah.
So
you're not going out
Yeah,
with us.
brother.
Oh.
Oh.
Craig said that you're not.
Are we taking Chad?
You know
Def-
what?
of
Edgar,
course.
I didn't even think about that. Absolutely.
Oh, you got jokes too, Edgar.
Nah, mamacito. Hold on.
So which day is he coming? So I'm not here.
Like,
He's
call it
coming
some-
on Thursday.
Thursday.
Is that why you were here?
Should we
a
have our
couple
own
days
Naked
ago?
and Afraid?
He's coming on Wednesday.
Yeah,
Should we have our own Naked and Afraid?
absolutely. We're gonna have our own Naked and Afraid.
Who's gonna be naked?
I'm a cameraman.
Jesus.
I'll be afraid.
John, if you want to go.
I'll just be afraid.
We're gonna get John in
No,
the
that's
water again.
Jesus. Jesus has to play the role of the afraid.
Yeah, this is between Jesus and EJ. That has nothing
It's
to do
between
with us.
Craig and
Should
EJ.
we do like a?
How so, Jesus?
He's the one that always talks shit and then like
Who?
blames it on me.
Should we do like a lube match?
Ooh.
No.
Because he should have been EJ. If you're listening to this, you should have been a wrestler. You
He's
would have
not
been a
listening
perfect
to this.
wrestler.
Like WWE
He
or
could still be a wrestler
Why? Because he says.
because of his persona.
Yeah,
Persona.
you could suck in the ring as long as you have that personality.
where you supposing he would suck, man?
Yeah, I think
I'm
EJ
just
could take
saying,
anybody.
wrestling is pretty hard. Did you see Stone Cold try to
Stun Vince McMahon?
stun
Yes, I
Vince
did.
McMahon? That was the most horrible thing ever.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah. You look it up.
He kicked him, and then you know how usually they bend
tripped, and then
forward,
he
but
tried
he
to
tripped
pick
and
him
fell
up.
over, and then it was just the most awkward
It was
stunner
bad for
ever.
everybody.
Yeah, you could tell like come on guys, you guys are a little
The
old. for
magic
this.
is over.
Magic ended. It's great to see Stone Cold though.
Yeah, that was
He's
awesome.
the
way-
greatest.
He came in normal
No.
Stone Cold.
Yeah.
He came in a four.
Who's the greatest?
Greatest was Andre the Giant.
Okay.
Are you fucking
Hulk Hogan.
serious right now?
Hulk
Yeah.
Hogan.
Andre the Giant
my
was
God,
absolutely the
dude.
best
What the
ever.
fuck? Kick him off.
It was Stone Cold and Bret Hart.
I don't even
My
know who
two.
the fuck that is.
You don't like fucking
Hulk
What
Hogan.
about the Undertaker?
no?
Dude,
No.
nah.
Kid-
Come
Bret-
on.
You know why I don't like Undertaker? I mean, Undertaker's great. No, but Hulk Hogan and Andrew the Giant, because
Andre.
whatever.
Not
See, I
Andrew.
don't give a shit what his
I
name
like
is.
Triple
Andre,
H.
No.
motherfucker.
No, everybody loved Andre the Giant, but the reason I didn't like it was one of the things that Bret Hart said. Like, because Bret Hart, he started wrestling like that, like really acrobatic wrestling from
Rey Mysterio.
and if you look
Mm,
back
yeah.
at Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan, they were just slow and just.
Do you
I
guys
know
That's
what they
because
mean.
he was literally a giant.
I know what they mean for wrestling. Like without them, wrestling wouldn't have gone popular.
What about Shawn
Andre the
Michaels?
Giant. You
He was
cannot
dope.
tell me
But-
that he's not the greatest of all time.
But look at
I
rest.
really never give a fuck about that. bro.
Look at the
Like,
matches.
No, I just
Look
watch
at the
here and
matches
there.
with Bret Hart, and look at the matches with
La
like Shawn
Parca. That's the
Michaels,
fucking
and,
one.
like, and then Stone Cold brought that whole fucking attitude shit. That
No,
was
me gusta
great,
así los
man.
wrestling
That's
nananitos
amazing.
and shit.
Stone Cold was
But
an
Andre
era.
sucks.
Yeah.
Like Andre was great,
Andre
was
was an
boring.
amazing
Boring.
human.
but it wasn't fun
He
to
was in
watch.
fucking Princess Bride, by the way.
It wasn't fun to watch a match.
He was
It
cool. Yeah.
was.
Nah.
Yes, it was.
When was the last time you watched watch an Andre the Giant match right now, and you'll be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Now,
Why the fuck did I fall in love with this?
Looking it up.
dude, that's old though, huh?
I'm gonna YouTube some Andre the Giant right now.
It's bad, dude.
It probably is.
It's
You're
horrible.
You're probably right. But in the day,
Yeah.
Andre the Giant was legit. He
Look
was a
up-
great human.
Look up. No, he was great.
His I like him because of the Princess Bride more than anything.
He's great. But look up an Andre the Giant match versus Hulk Hogan, and then look up a Bret Hart versus the British Bulldog.
You think John Cena should be retired already, or should have retired like 10 years ago? Or-
And John Cena's.
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, I didn't like John Cena.
Did Rey Mysterio,
No offense, nobody likes John
didn't
Cena.
Rey Mysterio go to the Mexican
He's a great
League?
person, I heard. But
Yeah, and he killed somebody there.
he ended.
Rey Mysterio?
Yeah, he killed.
Don't tell me the parca, man.
No, he killed El Hijo del Perro Aguayo, I think.
Oh shit, no way.
He
But
did a move.
it's not like
It wasn't on purpose.
No, he didn't. He didn't necessarily kill them. I think what happened was, so you can see it too. He does the he
616.
goes to do the move.
You can hear it.
So he does a
Loud.
kick. He does a kick to the chest, and I think what happens is he kind of like busted his neck, and he falls out of the ring, and he comes right back in, and he goes to do that 619 thing, and the guy that because he's gonna do it on two of them, and the guy looks at him, and he sees him like kind of unconscious, and so he kind of stops Rey Mysterio from hitting it, and he does stop, like he doesn't hit him, and then they try to revive him, and yeah, like he
Really?
On live television.
online, yeah.
Damn.
In Mexico. Yeah,
So
it
he
was crazy.
retired after that?
No,
Yeah,
Rey
Rey-
Mysterio,
no.
he kept fighting, but
No, it sucked for him too, because like obviously
Clearly, it wasn't on purpose.
it wasn't on purpose, and that sucked for both of them. Him because obviously he died, but Jamie said like you still have to wrestle, especially he was still fairly
Young.
young into his career, and so like having to keep doing that
But
after you've done that, it's
this was
fucking
after
tough.
the WWE.
This
he
was-
retired from the WWE and then he went to.
He retired for it, and then he came back later
because he's still in there, huh?
he came back later and won some like the major championships. and-
Yeah,
I just know
he's
because
still around.
Logan Paul made his debut at the WWE.
You have to love Andre the Giant.
No, him, yeah.
You told me
He's-
to watch one right now, and I'm.
Let me see, let me
I'm
see.
watching Andre the Giant versus Hulk Hogan.
Look how boring that is. They're
No,
still
it's
crawling
not
on the
boring.
ground. They're crawling
Oh,
on the ground.
Turn him more. Turn him more.
He's
No, you
talking
can't.
about
You
Hulk
can't.
Hogan. You
No,
can't.
you can't.
Can we show this?
No.
Yeah,
Turn it
we
back.
should be fine.
Look how slow they're lumbering, and now look up Bret Hart versus the British Bulldog.
Okay,
no,
but that's the difference between fucking a giant and like a little guy.
No,
of course,
give
you're
it to
gonna,
him.
the little guys are
that
going to
match
be more
was good
acrobatic.
because it was Hulk Hogan.
It's
But-
a classic.
Yeah,
You have to love that
Yeah,
match.
you have to love it. Look at the leotard with the fucking
yeah, but watch another
the
one.
singlet with the one shoulder strap. Come on,
But
look at that guy.
they're not like it wasn't good wrestling. It's like, for example, what's his name? The one that was on not Forge and Fire, the other one. The
Knife or
Goldberg.
Death thing?
Goldberg.
Yeah.
Was he on?
Goldberg, yeah.
But what show was he on?
Oh, it's called Forged in Fire, Knife or Death.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
The
like,
longest yard.
everybody that's a wrestler thinks that he was like, even though he had like 200 undefeated matches or whatever, like nobody liked working with him because he would injure people because he wasn't like a good wrestler.
a clean wrestler.
And so like Bret Hart told him, like he said that in one of those things, like they were gonna fight. He's like, do whatever you want, just don't hurt me. Like I'll make you look good, just don't hurt me. And he hurt him. That's why Bret Hart retired, because he like fucked him up. But I don't know. Bret Hart and Stone Cold were the best. But
It's a popular decision.
yeah,
Mm.
that's Shawn Michaels.
I know.
Randy Savage.
Randy
Savage.
Savage.
Randy Savage was another one that was like Bret Hart,
Yeah.
where he was like he did really good like acrobatic moves and high flying.
Yeah, but it's
and-
because he was small enough to do it.
So you're telling me
He
that
was
Andre the
that shit
Giant
wasn't
wasn't going to be
real.
doing flips off the top
oh,
rope.
their acrobatics are real, but it's all
I actually
It's, all,
heard
it's choreographed.
podcast
It
that
is.
the
It
actual
is.
ring is plywood. It's not some soft bouncy shit.
no, it's plywood, but they have springs underneath to
Yeah,
kind of cushion
that's
the.
I was like, damn.
But they
honestly thought it was
still
like
hurt
that.
themselves bad.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
you
as-
and Craig need to wrestle right now. We'll put the camera on it.
As choreographed as it is, it's still an impact sport.
And
you
it's,
know?
they still have to have a lot of talent to not hurt each other.
Absolutely.
Because
John just told you he just has to feel.
Hell no, his Krav Maga is some serious shit.
Mhm.
oh look,
John doesn't know
look
what
at the
fuck he's
time.
talking about.
This just has to.
What's the last
He just
question?
picked Hulk Hogan. He just picked Hulk Hogan up by
I
his
love
fucking
playing-
diaper with one hand.
Yeah,
That,
Andrew the
fucking, that
Giant.
gold diaper.
Anything else? Any other questions?
No, that's all we got.
Like
I mean,
Craig
the ti-
enjoy his wrestling.
The
match?
time Hulk Hogan picked up Andre the Giant was the best though. Like when he slammed him, that was great. That's classic. You have to love that.
Of course.
Batista.
But yeah, we should be good.
So check
Oh,
out
yeah,
our
Jesus,
NFTs.
You're like 1 minute over.
Check out our NFTs. OpenSea.io. If you guys have trouble getting one,
Open sea like ocean.
Oh,
sea.
yeah. Open
Mediterranean Sea.
SEA. OpenSEA.io. And like I said, get yourself one. You're not gonna regret it.
They're gonna be limited. Watch.
Mhm.
And if
And if you have a hard
maybe two.
time, send us a message. We'll kind of try to send you some videos that'll help you through, like the process.
Yep.
Especially you guys that watch our podcast.
Cool.
Okay.
All right,
Peace out,
everybody.
man. Thank
Peace
you
out.
guys for
Thank you,
joining
guys.
us.
All right, see you guys.
Yeah, that was fun.
Bye.